Good morning everyone. Today we are going to start our question number 5 of exercise 12.2, where question wants to know the value of unknown angle A, B and C. And one more thing is given by question that A, B, C, D is a rectangle. So to find out the value of unknown variables, we will use the properties of rectangle. How? Means we can understand that A, B, C, all three unknown values are putting on their diagonals, or we can say precisely, if we wish to say, we will say that these are putting on the bisectors of the diagonals, because rectangle is a kind of parallelogram, so its diagonal will bisect each other. And one more thing which we know, that rectangles diagonal are equal in length, because each angle is 90 degree, that is why its both angle are equal in length. Before doing further calculation, we will check that I will put one alphabet O over there. DO and OB will be equal because diagonal bisect each other. So I will write DO is equals to OB. Diagonals bisect each other. So what is the length of DO? It is 3A minus 5. And what is the length of OB? It is 10. So I will write 10 over there. So 3A is equals to 10 plus 5. This 5 will transfer towards 10. Now we will be having 15, 3A, and in table of 3, 15 will come 5 times. So the value of A is equals to 5 unit. Now let's move to the B part. There is no need to solve for B and C. We will write one concept, that we will find out the length of DO, and whatever length we will be having as a DO, we will write AO, OB, OC, all will be same. If you will not find out the value of DO, the half of the diagonal length is already given. Means once you will start to solution this part 3A minus 5, you will be having 10, because it is the half part of the full diagonal. So diagonal are bisected, so whatever length would be there, the same length would be here also. So it is 10, then it is also 10, and diagonals are equal, that is why the length of DO is equal to AO, OC. So we will write diagonals of rectangle are equal in length. So their bisectors will also be equal. If the diagonals are equal, means their bisector will also be equal. Hence we can say AO is equals to OC, and here I am writing OB is equals to AO and OD. So wherever you are going to put the value of AO, you don't know what is it, it is B, and OB stands for 10. And if you will use OB with OC, you will get 10 is equals to OC length is C, means A is 5, B is 10 and C is also 10. Let us move to the next question, which is ABCD is a parallelogram and DAB is a 115. Where is DAB? So this angle should be 115. Fine. Now DBC is 48. D, B and C, it is 48. What we have to finding out? We will find angle BDC. BDC. What is this angle? We have to find out angle BDC. Yes, we can see that by drawing the diagonal, we have two triangles in this parallelogram. So opposite angles are equal in parallelogram. Hence we can write angle A and angle C are equal. Angle C is equals to angle A. Reason, opposite angles of parallelogram. That is why they are equal. So we will write angle C is equals to 115. Now after getting this angle 115, we can see in this triangle we know that we have out of 3 angles we know 2 angles and the sum of all 3 angles of triangle is 180. So we will use this basic property of the triangle. In triangle DBC, sum of all 3 angles is equals to 180 degree. So angle D plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. What is angle D? Don't know. D actually it is missing angle BDC. BDC, that is why we are using this triangle. So angle D no, we don't know, and angle B is 48, angle C is 115 and it is 180. What is the addition over there? 163. Now angle D is equals to 180 minus 163. Here the angle D would be 17 degree. So angle D actually it is in between BDC. The angle which we are going to find out, it is BDC, that is 17 degree. Now we will move towards our next question, which is ABCD is a rhombus. Fine, ABCD is a rhombus and E is the intersection point of diagonal. That is why I have drawn 2 diagonals and I am writing here E. Okay, angle BAE is 40. BA and E means this angle is 40. Okay, and angle ADC we will find out. ADC, see. Okay, we know that diagonals of rhombus are intersecting each other at perpendicular, means 90 degree. Their intersection point will give you 90 degree. Okay, and one more property which we can use, that if here we have a rhombus and I am drawing one diagonal, then this diagonal will divide this corner angle in 2 equal parts. Okay, if it is x, then it will also be x. But here in our case, we have one angle is 40, then other would be also 40. Fine. So I will use this concept over there. I will write angle EAB and angle DAE, both are equal. DAE equals to angle EAB. Reason, diagonals bisect the angle also. So in this case, angle DAE should be, in place of EAB I will write 40. So I have this angle 40. Now you can see in rhombus all sides are equal. If the all sides of rhombus are equal in measure, can we notice that the triangle ADC, I am drawing here just below this diagram. Here I am drawing for you all BCA. If this side is equal to this side, means it is an isosceles triangle, and in isosceles triangle base angles are equal because these base angles are formed by 2 equal lines. So 2 equal lines are forming angle on A and C and their value must be same. So if it is 40, then it should be 40. So I will use triangle and its property over here to find out the value of angle C. We will write in triangle, what is the name of the triangle? ADC. ADC. angle A and angle C are equal. Angle A is equals to angle C, reason angle C and angle A are equal, reason angles opposite to the equal side are also equal. So angle C should be, angle A is 40, then angle C is also 40 degree. If angle C is 40 and angle A is also 40, can't we find out the value of angle D? Yes, definitely we can finding out. We will write by using the triangle, sum of all three angles of triangle. In triangle ADC, sum of all three angles is equals to 180 degree. So angle D plus angle A plus angle C should be 180, and here angle D we don't know, but angle A and C both are 40 and 40, and here it is 180. So angle D plus 80 is equals to 180, and angle D is equals to 180 minus 80, means angle D should be 100, and it is 100. X means it is 100. So angle D was ADC. ADC. So I will write, so angle ADC is equals to 100 degree. Moving towards our next question, or we can say next alternative part of question number 10 is PQRS is a parallelogram. We have to find out the value of X. So I have drawn for you all PQRS, and diagonals were not given in this question, so I had drawn it with the dotted line so that it would be easier to understand that SPR, SP, if I want to frame R, so I need to join this line by, I need to join these two vertices by using dotted line. That is why I have drawn the diagonals by dotted line. So it is 2x minus 60. Moving towards PRQ, where is PRQ? So this angle should be x minus 20. Fine. So can you notice these are parallel line, angles formed by transversal line should be equal by using concept of alternate interior angle. So if these are alternate interior angles, their measure should be equal. There is a one way to solve this question, and if I am using class 7th method, then how it will look? I am doing this question with two way. One is by using class 7th method and another for class 8th. Method 1, here we will use that PS and QR, PS parallel to QR, so, and PR transversal line, and PR is transversal line. So if the line PR is a transversal parallel line and it is a transversal line, so angle formed by this transversal line will known as alternate, because they are forming Z, alphabet Z they are forming. So their measure should be equal. We will write angle, what is SPR is equals to SPR is equals to PRQ, PRQ, PRQ. Do we have the measurement of these two angles in the question? Yes, SPR is 2x minus 60, and here x minus 20. Can I put all the x together in the same side? Yes, I will transfer this x towards left hand side by changing its sign, and 60 will come here, it will change minus to plus sign itself, and the value is 1x is equals to 40 degree, or we can directly write x is equals to 40. Here we have our answer. But in method number 2, those want to go for quadrilateral properties, what they will do? We will go for the second line, RPQ. Where is RPQ? This angle is x plus 40 and PRS. Where is PRS? PRS. This angle should be 3x minus 40. Fine. Can we notice this one is opposite to this angle? So these are the angles, those are known as opposite angle of parallelogram, and opposite angle of parallelogram are equal in measure. So I will write angle P is equals to angle R, opposite angle of parallelogram. But we can notice P is divided into two different parts. It is not compulsory that these two measurements should be equal, because diagonals are not bisecting these angles. It is not a rhombus, it is a parallelogram. So the measurement of this part and this part can be different. So we are not sure. So what I will do to find out the angle P, I will add these two parts of angle P. I will write P is divided into two parts. First one is 2x minus 60 and other is x plus 40. And here in R, I am facing the same issue. R is made up by these two parts, or we can say R is divided in these two parts. So complete R can be found by adding these two angles. These two parts I am adding. So here 2x and x will give you 3x, 60 and 40 after subtraction minus 20 degree. Here 3x and x will give you 4x, and 40 and 20 minus plus you will be having. Now I will shift 3x towards 4x, because 3x is a smaller value. So I will try to take out my answer in a positive way. So I will transfer 3x to 4x. So 4x minus 3x, and this 60 will go towards 20. So 60 will be positive and 20 will remain minus. Answer 40 degree and 1x. So we will write x is equals to 40. Both are correct. You can write in your notebook according to your choice. This is based on class 7 and this is based on class 8. Moving towards next part. There is a parallelogram. I have drawn there is a parallelogram. So RDE is 76. RDE, but there is no line to join. So I will draw dotted line to make this angle R going towards DE, and then I will say that I have an angle RDE. RDE, this is 76, and RED, that is RED, it is 86. And what we have to find? RAD. RAD. This one is the missing value. This we will find. There is no use of this diagonal and there is no use of 76. We can notice that if it is a parallelogram, x and 86 will be equal. Why? Yes, because these are opposite angle of parallelogram. So I am writing in solution, angle A is equals to angle E, or angle A means RAD is equals to angle E, it is 86. What was the relation between opposite angles of parallelogram? Now we will go our next question. Rectangle GATE. So I will draw a rectangle over there. Fine. Now intersecting point of the diagonal known as point S. So I am drawing with a dotted line. Okay, I am writing S at the intersection point of them, and GS. I am writing GATE. GS is 3s plus 5. GS is 3x plus 5. Now AE, where is AE? Complete length of this diagonal is 8x minus 8. what we have to find out, we have to find the value of x and diagonal GT. See, we know that diagonals are equal in length in rectangle, even their bisector will be also equal. Why? Suppose I am having a rectangle like this and I know the length of the diagonal. If it is 16, then this diagonal will come and bisect it in two parts, 8 and 8. And because each angle of the rectangle is 90 degree, so the length of this diagonal will be also 16 and the bisector will also be equal. The same thing we are going to use to solve this question. But problem is this, that how to make the relation between half of the part with the full of the part? Yes, we will find out the length of ES and then we will put them together. Okay, I am going to write diagonal bisects, diagonals are equal in length and they bisect also, bisect each other in rectangle. Okay, here I have started my solution by writing two properties of the rectangle. Now I will find out ES. What is ES? So ES should be half of the full length of AE, because AE is the diagonal. So what is AE? AE is 8x minus 8. Can I take out 4 as a common? Though I can take out 8 also as a common, it's your choice. Okay, 8 we are taking out, x minus 1 and into 1 upon 8. How many times it will cut? 4 times. So ES is 4 into x minus 1. The same thing will be there, 4x into s minus 1. And if you wish, you can send it inside. 4x minus 1 means 4x and minus 4. So the length of ES, what we have? 4x minus 4. It is 4x minus 4. Fine. If the half of the measurement we have taken out, the half of the problem is solved out. Here I will write, so GS should be equal to ES. Diagonals are bisected. Equally. So GS should be equal to ES, 4x minus 4. Now I will transfer this 3x to 4x and this 5 will add with 4. So it is 9 and it is x. So what is the value of x? X is, we have done it. What is the value of x? X is 9. And what is the length of GT? GT, half of the part we will finding out. So GS, first to find out the GS. GS is 3x plus 5. Now we will put the value of x in 3x. What it would be? 3 into 9 plus 5. It is 27 plus 5. And we can write GS is equals to 32. If half of the diagonal is 32, this length is 32, then this length will also be 32. So the length of GT is equals to, GT is made up by GS and ST. So we will write 32 plus 32. So the length of GT is equals to 64.